The worst part of it was that I disappointed myself the most. I spent a freaking hour labbing against Shanty's short hop JC during the weekend and still got opened up by almost every single one. It feels like wasted time.
Alright, I think that first and foremost, this is more of a mindset problem than a skill problem. You seem to have set yourself the expectation that labbing against short hop JC for an hour would make you able to block it consistently in real matches, which is a little silly. 1 hour isn't really that long. There are many factors at play during actual gameplay that don't exist in the lab. There are no stakes in training mode, and real players will mix their options more. Also in the lab you know exactly what's coming, so it's easy to trick yourself into thinking you're reacting when you maybe are not. Then, even if you're successfully doing it on reaction in the lab, it's a new thing you're trying to develop and you will have to fight against whatever other patterns you've already established in the past when it comes to your reactions. So that takes a while. Short hop JC is a tough one, and everyone gets hit by it, even the people who are really good at blocking, especially if your opponent is mixing their options properly. There is absolutely no shame in getting opened up by it. And even less so if you're just trying to learn to deal with it. It will take time and some people take longer than others. That's perfectly fine and nothing to be disappointed by. If you're able to block it in the lab, think about the fact that you probably were not able to do that when you first started practicing. That's progress. You're doing good. And you'll get better over time. I don't know how you're labbing this, but what I would recommend is setting up the dummy to do more than just the one thing you're trying to lab against. That way you can practice it in a more realistic fashion instead of just that one move in a vacuum. You'll progress faster and you can also gauge your progress better that way. This game has a bunch of nifty options to help you with that. For example, you can go into training mode, options rather, go to this screen, go to recording number 1, and record, say, what you're trying to practice, right? Short hop JC. Cool. So that's recorded now. You can see the Shanty's doing that. Then go to option 2 and do something different. So let's say short hop JC into 2A. Like that. Cool. And then you need a third option. So let's say... Alright, so now we have all these 3 options. What you're gonna do is go back to the menu, move this to random, and set playback mode to repeat. So now when you hit the button, it's just gonna randomly do one of those options. And it's gonna keep playing them. So now you actually have to react because you don't know which one of the 3 options is common. Anyway, don't beat yourself over it. That mindset only makes learning slower. It's okay to take a break when you start feeling frustrated. Hell, I think you should force yourself to take a break as soon as you start feeling frustrated. And don't fall into the trap of thinking that just because you're progressing slower than someone else, you're not making any progress or that you're worse than them. There's no point in that. You are you and you will learn at your own pace, alright? Good luck.